Okay, we're going to start the Boston Store loop. You've gone to aid station number 1, which you'll see here, and we're going to be heading down the towpath. This section will take us by Brandywine Falls. So we're going to take the towpath for about a mile and change, and we'll see you down the trail. All right, we're heading down the towpath, and just a little fine point here. In previous years, we have turned right onto this little extension to the Stanford Hostel. But this year and future years, I believe, we're going to go straight. So continue on the towpath until you are told otherwise. And on race day, please look for the course markings. It'll be much more shaded this year than previous years. Okay, we are coming off of the towpath, and we're going to head towards Brandywine Falls on the Valley Bridle Trail. And it's been well shaded to this point, so it should be fun. If you get a rainy day, you could have some puddles in August. Alright, still on the Valley Bridle Trail, and we are heading uphill towards Stanford Road. From there, we'll be on the road just for a teeny bit.
Yeah, I heard that. You thought you had an hour less than you did.
All right. Yeah.
2 hours. I had 2 hours more than I.
All right. So here we go. We've come off Valley Bridle Trail. Now we're heading up Stanford Road towards Brandywine Falls. Okay, we've come off of Stanford Road, taken a right-hand turn, and we are heading towards Brandywine Falls. And you're going to have a new bridge to cross. Just one note, kind of trivia, these rocks used to be the rocks that you would walk over to get across the creek, but now they've put in a permanent structure. Alright, so we've reached the top of the Falls Loop. You run through this open field and take a right towards the Brandywine Falls, which you can probably hear roaring today. Alright, when you get to the other side of the falls, we're going to take a right and then go along the boardwalk back to the road, and you'll get a good view of the falls here. If it happens to be wet on race day, just be careful. This boardwalk can be pretty slippery. Alright, coming off the boardwalk, and we're going to take a right down the road.
You're not taping your car.
Hang on. So we're going to turn left onto the trail heading towards the Stanford Hostel. Alright, so we've just come across another nice little bridge. And as you can see here, today we have slick conditions, so we are going to be walking up the hill.
You got to get in the litter, I think.
Okay, another decision point here. We are heading to the Stanford Hostel. And again, we got some mucky conditions today, so hopefully you don't get that on race day. Alright, we're coming out of the woods here, and this last bridge that we'll cross will be very close to the Stanford Hostel. And at this point, you're almost back to the aid station. Okay, coming off the trail, and you're going to veer right towards the Stanford Hostel, and then we're going to not run on the road once we get there. There's a trail that borders on the left, and eventually we'll cross the road and run the trail that borders on the right. So we've come across the field, and continuing on the Valley Bridle Trail, not the road, but the bridle trail. Okay, come off the bridle trail, we are making our road crossing, and continuing on the bridle trail to the right side of the road, and this will take us back to Boston Store aid station number 2. Okay, you're going to come up and stay on the grass. We're actually going to, our road if you want, but we're going to be turning right back into the trail that will take us to Boston Store. Alright, so our last little mini trail that will take us back to Boston Store. Follow the bridle trail to the left. Okay, you're going to come out of the field, and there is the aid station, Boston store number 2. So, great job, and you are more than halfway there, so enjoy the rest of the run.